How many SHTF guns do you need? I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are immediately typing, as many as you can afford, as many as you need to. Calm down. Calm down. Let's go through the process, because those sassy comments don't help anybody. So let's talk about that. How many guns do you truly need for an SHTF? You need, in my opinion, 3 different guns. One that it will be your primary gun, your gun that it is pretty much or at least try to do it all, meaning that short range, mid range, and long range. So you need to take a pick which one you're going to use and what caliber you're going to use based on availability, affordability, and, well, what are you comfortable with? You get what I'm saying? So in my case, I live in Alaska, and quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you. I put both the AR-10 and the M1A side by side. I have used both extensively. Both. I have several AR-10s and I have several M1As. I like the platforms. Both of them are really good. However, when it comes to reliability, the M1A is above the AR-10. The AR-10 is a lot lighter than the M1A. However, in cold environment where I'm at, I live in Alaska, the M1A is superior. So keep that in mind. So to me, I put M1A versus AR-10, and the M1A came on top. So to me, the M1A takes the price. To me. And if you're interested to see, M1A versus AR-10, I'm going to put in the description below everything, the pros and cons of both of them. So you can read it for yourself, and perhaps you see how I do things. So to me, my primary SHTF weapon will be an M1A in 308. 308 can get the job done close, mid, and fairly long range. So that right there gives me what I need for that, primary weapon situation. Now, you need something else, because not all games are large. Not all games are mid-size. You see what I'm saying? So in an SHTF, you're going to be able to get more squirrels, rabbits, and small animals than anything else. So you need to make a choice. You can either go with a shotgun, a 410, 20, 12, 16, whatever you want, or you can go with something smaller, more common. When it comes to small game, because you're going to be depending a lot on small game, my advice to you will be a 1022, preferably a takedown 1022, like something that you see in here. This takedown 1022, the stock, you can actually put 3 magazines in there, perfectly fine. It does come already with a threaded barrel, so you can put a shusher in there, as long as you have all the proper paperwork and all of that nonsense, and as long as you run subsonic ammo, it will be fairly quiet. You can put a scope on it, and you still have your iron sight if you have to remove the scope. So a 1022 takedown, to me is the right way to go. So in an SHTF, I will have my M1A and a 1022 takedown with me. That will be the 2 rifles that I will have. And in fact, if you have seen any of my videos, you will see in my ATVs that I always carry a 308 and a 22 rifle. I know a lot of people always say, Billy, you can have a kit that you can put in your AR-15 and now you have 5.56 and 22 AR. I have that, but I do not hunt with 5.56. I hunt with 308. Therefore, what I do is I carry a rifle with me. You see what I'm saying? If you are using an AR-15 for your primary weapon, then you can do that. That way you don't have to have another one. However, I will say this. In my opinion, I'd rather have a separate platform specifically for that than not to be mismatching and whatnot from my primary weapon. I don't want to be messing around with my primary weapon. Let's say, for example, that I'm using the AR-15 and I'm removing everything, I'm removing the bow, and then I put in the other one, and for some reason, I drop the bow. Now what? And I lose it. Now what? Now I'm stuck. So that is why I have it. For training purposes, it's good. For SHTF, I will say be cautious with it. That's just gonna leave it at that. So we now have two guns. We have a 308 and we have a 22 for small games. You need one more, and you need that you have on you all the time. And I'm referring to your sidearm. You now need to make a choice which one you want. I will say in the US, the majority of people will be a Glock 19. However, what I do carry with me currently is a Springfield XDM Elite 9mm. Now, I don't know if you will be okay with that one. To me, it is extremely reliable. It feels much better, or at least it looks much better than the Glock, because I'm just not a Glock person. I would say that you do not need a whole bunch of firearms for an SHTF. I think you need your primary weapon, your primary rifle. It should be a decent caliber, a caliber that it will take down easy a large animal. You should have something for small game, to harvest that small games and whatnot. Some people will go with a shotgun. That is viable as well. To me, a 22 just works better. And you will need finally a sidearm. Something that you will have with you. Something that you will have in your sleeping bag. Just in case, because you never know. Something that you will have available at any given time. So, 3 is what I would say. That is how many guns you need for an SHTF. 3. I don't know what you think. I don't know your thoughts on the matter. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just somebody who enjoys having firearms and have been using them for many, many years. If you have a different thought, let me know down in the comment section below. This is not to be argumentative or anything like that. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I will say this, however. When you are up there and your life depends on a tool, that tool better be as reliable as possible. Not as pretty as possible, as reliable as possible. Because your life will be, well, let's just put it like this. If that tool fails, you forfeit your life. So with that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.